Hello friends, my name is Radha. Today we'll discuss about a topic change control board. Friend, change control board, a short form is CCB. It's a very important topic in project management, especially if you are a student and studying project management in university or you are planning to give exam of PMP. So change control board CCB is a very important topic with respect to exam point of view. At least 8 to 10 questions will definitely be there in the exam in which your concept related to change control board will be checked and will be verified. Secondly, if you are a professional and a person working in any organization as a project manager, so you must have to deal with the change control board, and you must be able to know that how to talk with the change control board. And because as a project manager, every time many time you have to deal with them, and you have to go to them to approve your changes. So friend, let's start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start. Change control board. Friend, first of all we have to understand that what is the change actually. Then we can talk about change control board. There are three terms basically: change control board. Okay. So first of all we have to understand that in project management what is actually change we are referring to. Friend, when we talk about project management, in project management, change means, like for example, change from the agreed scope of work. That is called as a change in project management term. For example, let's take an example here. Uh, you have assigned a project of e-commerce solution, and you have to develop a e-commerce solution where there are three requirements that customers can log in into the e-commerce solution, and they can see, they can view the product catalog, they can they can do the payment through credit card, and they can also there are only two requirements. For example, they can view the product catalog and they can do the payments through the credit card. This was the scope of work only. This scope of work was logged and signed off by the customer. After 2 months, customer came to you and they said that they one more requirement, that customers can compare the product with any other product as well. Okay, so comparison of products is also required. So as a project manager friend, if you when you review the scope of work, it comes to your knowledge that this is a new requirement. Why new requirement? Because as per the scope of work, this is not mentioned in the signed scope of work. So therefore we will consider this as a change request or new requirement. Why? Because as per the scope of work, as per the function specification, this requirement was not mentioned in the scope of work, hence we will consider this as a new requirement or change request. Now friend, here come the role of a change control board. If you just see these three terms: change control board. Change control board means the board, like some senior management who control the change. Okay, board means some senior person's board, and control means to control something. And change control board means that there are some people like senior management who will control the change basically. Okay, so the phrase change review board, also known as the CCB, refers to any group of individuals within a project team or project group who are responsible for making the ultimate decision as to when and if any particular changes are to be made in regards to work products or schedule events. This was only a definition, friend. Just try to understand from the concept. Main core concept is that in any organization, when we are implementing projects, we have to make a change control board or CCB. The purpose of change control board is that they are basically consist of senior persons like senior management senior management like CTO, customer side management, project manager, technical experts, Basically, they are basically responsible to analyze any change, and they have the responsibility to approve or reject any change. Okay, for example, in a shared environments where let me give you a payment industry concept in which the service providers environments are shared. So it is very critical whenever any change goes on production, so it has drastic impacts on other projects, on other customers as well. So this is very very important, friend, that whatever the change is we are accepting, we have to analyze its impact in terms of finance, in terms of time cost, in terms of risk issues, in terms of communication. So all those factors we have to analyze, and these factors, first of all, these factors has to be analyzed by the project manager. Okay, then after analyzing, a report or change request form should be submitted to change control board, and change control board is responsible to make any changes, to accept any changes, either approve it or either reject it. So this is called as the concept of change control board here. Friend, first of all, the process of change control is that change control board analyze the change. Like for example, you are making a change, like you are saying that initially the comparison of products in e-commerce solution was not part of a scope. Now they want to analyze, though they the customer want to customer want to include that change in the scope of work. So as a project manager, you have analyzed that, for example, 10 days effort is required, $200 cost is required, let's assume that. So all those impacts, like in terms of finance, in terms of cost, in terms of time, you have as a project manager analyze it, and you submit the change request form to control board, change control board. Change control board means the senior authority from customer as well. Okay, then the change control board, first of all, they will analyze the change in terms of time, cost, efforts, and once the analysis has been completed, so they have the authority to approve it, reject it, or they have also the authority, they can defer the decision. Okay, like if anything, all the things goes well, they can approve the change. If they are not convinced, they can reject the change. And also if they think that the required information is not available, so they can defer the decision for some later stage. Friend, remember one thing, that once the change has been approved, the it will become a part of the it will become the part of the scope baseline or project document. It will be the responsibility of the project manager that once the change has been approved, he must have to include that change in the scope documents, project plans, communication plan, risk register. So all the relevant documents should have to be updated based on the approved change request. So once the change request has been approved, it will become the part of the documents. So remember one thing, that it is the responsibility of the project manager to make the part of the documents. Secondly, friend, in the last, I would just want to inform you that who is the part of the change control board. The project manager from customer side, project manager from vendor side, experts means the technical experts or domain experts who have the knowledge of the domain, whatever the domain you are. For example, you are working in software domain, so software experts, technical experts should be part of the uh, board. Customer is also needs to be part of the change control board. A sponsor should be part of the board. Especially sponsor, why? Because sponsor is the person who approve the fund. And remember, friend, one thing, that whenever we talk about change, the most important factor always belongs to pertains to the efforts which is required to accomplish that change, and also the cost which is required to accomplish that change. So all those members from project manager, experts, customer, sponsor, all those should be part of the change control board to authorize, to approve, reject, or defer any change. So friend, thank you, thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side. I hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for your time. Thank you.